Bua Cement, UNICEF, United Cement Company of Nigeria, Ibeto Cement Company Limited, Cement Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, CMAN, and the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, over the persistent, unjustified, and rampant increase in cement prices and requests for intervention. The petitioner wrote for himself and on behalf of millions of Nigerians who may not have the means to press home their grievances against the above-listed entities over the continuous and skyrocketing increase in prices of cement by various cement manufacturing companies under the umbrella of Cement Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and the failure, refusal, or neglect of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Consumer to intervene. Sir, the petition is written by MC Chamber and is signed by the principal partner of the Chamber, Mr. Uwampi. I so submit for this petition. The second petition, my speaker, sir, is a petition written to you from Mr. F.O. Nwaso Esquire, and the petition is by Mr. Nwete and other against Transmission Company of Nigeria.
Order, order, order in the House. Order, please.
The petition by Mr. Nwete and others against Transmission Company of Nigeria on non-payment of compensation and domiciliation of crops and economic trees while carrying out their electricity projects on the areas. So this petition is based on the fact that these people have not been paid and they've not received anything as compensation from the Transition Company
Order,
of Nigeria.
please. Order.
Sir, the petition is written and signed.
Honorable Califat, you are the monitor in that role, please.
Yes.
Maintain order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. This petition is written and signed by Mr. Evan Nwaso Esquire, and I seek your indulgence and the leave of the House to submit this petition, to lay the petition before you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Please go ahead. Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you.
You are recognized. Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I remain Honorable Emmanuel Okoro, Abakaliki, Federal Constitution. I have a petition from my constituent, Izzy Lawyers Forum, petitioning through the Honorable Speaker on the unlawful detention of one Pius Awoke Esquire that was detained since November last year, and up till now, he has not been arraigned to any court of competent jurisdiction, and nothing has been heard about him. Even his family has been denied from seeing or knowing his whereabouts. And Mr. Speaker, the petition is for this Honorable House, through your Honorable leadership, to direct the SSS to release him unconditionally. Mr. Speaker, can I proceed to lay the petition before you?
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? All petitions are referred to the Committee on Public Petitions for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, it's my pleasure to announce the presence of 3 serving commissioners of the National Assembly Service Commission who are here to observe the swearing in of one of our colleagues from Lagos. And those commissioners are Olabode Nkamo, representing Surulere, Lagos. We also have Honorable Muturayo Akintumide, also from Surulere, Lagos. And we have Honorable Commissioner Basi Olishogun Etuk from the South-South. Please, can you rise for recognition? You are most welcome. Matters of urgent public importance. It's my pleasure to recognize Honorable Tafik Ajilisoro, if he's around.
Yes, sir. Good morning, House, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Taufik Abimbola Ajilisoro, a member representing Ife Federal Constituency in Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I'm from the source. I rise under our rules under 824, matters of urgent public importance.
Can you correct? Are you sure?
Yeah, very.
You have not been in the chamber for quite some time.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, under 8252. Matter of urgent public importance, and I crave indulgence of Mr. Speaker and the entire House for us to step down our relevant rules for me to move this motion out. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? The chairman of the young shall grow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for always recognizing the youth. I always remain Olamiju Onlo Ayodeji Alao Akala. I represent Nigerians starting from Ogbomoso North, South, Orire Federal Constituency of Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to second the motion ably raised by my Secretary of the Southwest, Kakos. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, any seconder. I will recognize you on one condition. You will openly declare your new title. Agreed? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Nnamdi Ezechi is my name, and I represent the good people of Ndokwa Ukwane Federal Constituency, and by extension, the chairman, House Committee on matter of urgent public importance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand here this morning to second the motion ably moved by my brother that the motion is urgent enough to be heard in this Alo chamber. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so second.
Okay. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Ajulo, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my leaders and the entire House. I still remain Honorable Taufik Abimbola Ajilisoro, member representing Ife Federal Constituency in Osun State. I'm from the source, Mr. Speaker. Motions of matter of urgent national public importance, and it's about urgent need by the federal government to intervene in the sack of 2,054 genuinely recruited staff of Obafemi Awolowo
Order,
University
please. Order.
Teaching Hospital OATXC Ile-Ife, Osun State. The House note that in 2022, Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital Management, upon approval for recruitment, embarked on a recruitment exercise. After the completion of the selection process, successful applicants totaling to 2,054, which cut across the 6 geopolitical zones, were issued letters of appointment and posted to various departments and units of institution by the management. The House also noted that acceptance letters were required from each of the employees and same were submitted to the management of the institution, within the stipulated time. Also, files and files numbers were created for each of the employees. I was also aware
Order.
that between
Order.
2023 and
Order in the
November,
House, please. Order.
between July 2023 and November 2023, the Federal Ministry of Health and the management of the institution conducted 3 different levels of verification exercise for the staff in expectation of capturing an enrollment into the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS) platform for the payment of salaries and monthly emoluments. The House also aware that the issuance of appointment letters to these workers signifies a contract which is currently being negated and also represents grave injustice to the affected person, which some of them have relocated their families and dependents to their present place of work. The House is concerned that these newly employed workers have made a lot of financial commitments during the documentation process, as the workers were required to pay for medical certificate of fitness and some other levies, which got in variation of about 35,000 naira to 50,000 naira from the purse of newly employed staff. And this money paid directly to the account of the hospital management. Also, the affected workers have been exposed to occupational hazard within the hospital environment without the corresponding emolument over the last 14 months. The tragic loss of life serves as a stark reminder of the gravity of the situation at hand. The recent passing of Mrs. Ajayi E.A., a nurse whose non-payment of salaries compounded our already challenging circumstances. The House also concerned that while the staff were clamoring for the payment of their salaries and delay in capturing the management, made the pronouncement of their sack, claiming that the approval given in 2022 was not up to what they employed that time. The House now worried that if urgent measures are not taken to rescue the helpless workers of Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital OHTX Ile-Ife, it could lead to a coerce and breakdown of law and order within the institution. It took the intervention of the Kabiyesi Ooni of Ife, Obadiyeyi Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, when the affected workers embarked on massive protest before normalcy could return to the institution. The House now resolves that the House will invite the head of the civil service of the Federal.
Order. Order. Order in the House. Order, please. Honorable Jaha. Honorable Alao Akala.
The management of
Order.
Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital, representative of affected employees and other relevant stakeholders to appear before the committees of health institutions and public service matter to investigate the matter and report back to the House within 2 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker and the Honorable House, I so move.
Any Honorable Salami, can you second, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm Bamidele Salam at the north, at the south, Egbedore, Jibo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the motion, ably and well moved by my colleague, Rebimbo Ajilisuru. I hereby second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the committees on health institutions and public service matters. The next matter of urgent public importance is coming from Honorable Igariwe Iduma Enwo. If Honorable Igariwe is around, please can you rise and present your motion?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My very, very respected colleagues. My name is Right Honorable Gariwe Iduma Enwo. I represent Afikpo and Eda Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, I come under Order 8, Rule 5.2 of our standing orders, matters of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, the matter is the urgent need by the federal government to re-examine the list of proposed states to fill the 12 vacancies created to the disadvantage of others in the high courts of the FCT. Mr. Speaker, with your kind permission, I respectfully urge the House as follows. A, to consider and approve the matter as one of urgent public importance, and B, to suspend Order 8, Rule 5.3, to allow debate on this matter forthwith. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? Honorable Badao.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Badao Ahmed Yusuf is my name. I represent Shannon Bogoi Federal Constituency. I'm from Kano State. I stand to second the motion heavily raised by my honorable colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, any seconder? This leg appears to be a bit dormant today. I have not been seeing hands rising from this. Well, since the realities have decided to respond to this challenge, it's my honor to recognize the only Turaki we know in this house from Kano State to second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The only EMS that we have in the country. I remain Right Honorable Kabir Alasarurum. I represent Honorable Kura Kibe Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Kano. I rise to second the motion, the second leg of the motion, as moved by my brother, Honorable Igarwe. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, once again, this motion is titled Urgent Need to Re-Examine the List of Proposed States to fill the 12 vacancies created to the disadvantage of others in the high courts of the Federal Capital Territory. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that the High Court is one of the judicial bodies in the Federal Capital Territory Judiciary, established by Section 255 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as variously amended. Further notes that in the past few days, the media and the civil society community have expressed serious concerns and protestations over the proposed list of states to fill the 12 vacant positions in the high courts of the Federal Capital Territory. Observes that information in the public space is to the effect that the proposed list is expected to be sent to the National Judicial Council by the 19th of February 2024 for vetting by the NJC and subsequently to the Senate for confirmation. Cognizant that under the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Number of Judges Act 2003, the principle of federal character of Nigeria shall be applied in the appointment of judges to the court, implying that the number of judges of the FCT High Court must always reflect the 36 states and the FCT. Concerned that whereas every state of the Federation has judges from their respective states appointed in the FCT High Court system, 4 states, namely Ebonyi, Abia, Imo, and Bayelsa, do not have a single indigene from their states appointed and sitting in the FCT High Court system. Worried that Ebonyi State, in particular, is doubly discriminated against in that it has none of its judges appointed in the high courts of the FCT and yet was not listed as one of the states to apply for the vacant 12 positions sought to be filled. Further aware that according to the FCT website, at least 7 magistrates from the 4 unrepresented states of Ebonyi, Abia, Imo, and Bayelsa are currently qualified and working in the FCT court system as magistrates, in addition to qualified private legal practitioners from these states who are willing and eager to apply to fill these vacant positions. Concerned that the non-representation of judges from these 4 states in the High Court system of the FCT, when some others have as many as 3 judges representing them, is a gross violation of Section 14(3) of the 1999 Constitution, which requires staffing from the 36 states and the FCT. Cognizant of the fact that the underlying philosophy of the Federal Character Commission principle is to provide equality of access in public service representations,
Honorable Amobi.
curb dominance by one or few sections of the country, promote inclusiveness and national unity. Violation of this principle of our Constitution may not only be destabilizing, but could open the floodgates to litigation. Prayer. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, the first prayer is that we urge the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja, to immediately halt the recruitment process until there is compliance with the Federal Character Principle and quota system. The second prayer, Mr. Speaker, my very respected colleagues, is that this matter be referred to the Committee on FCT Judiciary and Judiciary, those 2 committees, for purposes of investigating the federal character approval granted for the purpose and the extent of compliance thereto. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this motion? Yes, the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Right Honorable Pascal Abodike. I speak for Ihala Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I second the motion. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the committees on FCT, Judiciary, for further legislative actions, and federal character for further legislative actions. The next matter of urgent public importance is coming from Honorable Ademorin Ekuye. If Kuye is available, please kindly rise and present your motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Ademorin Alikuye. I speak for Shomolu Federal Constituency, and I'm from Lagos State. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, I have a motion on the of urgent public importance on the need to monitor increased FARC allocations and usage in accordance with enabling laws in the country in order to reduce poverty. Mr. Speaker, I pray to bring this motion under our standing order 8-5, sub 2, so that this motion will be considered as urgent. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? Any seconder? The Controller of Customs.
Your Excellency, Honorable Leke Abejide is my name, and I am the Asiwaju of the Yoruba people in Kano, the Asiwaju of Aluland, and the Asiwaju of Yagba. I rise to second the motion as moved by the Chairman Public Assets, Honorable Ademorin Kuye. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion. Any seconder? Any seconder to the second leg of the motion? Honorable Nalaraba. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Kwe, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. The motion of urgent public importance on the need to monitor increased FAC allocations and usage in accordance with enabling laws in the country in order to reduce poverty. Aware that the amount shared by federal, state, and local governments from the Federation account has increased significantly due to the withdrawal of fuel subsidy, the floating of the Naira, and other economic policies unanimously introduced by the government. Aware that the states and local governments got the most cash from FAC in at least 7 years after the subsidy removal. And is burden on public coffers and a currency reform which delivered a 40% boost on Naira income. Aware that states and local government received a total of 6.5 trillion Naira in 2023, which doubles the 3.1 trillion they received in 2022. Concerned that despite the availability of more cash to the state, 14.2 million more citizens continue to grapple with poverty, even as Delta, as one of the states, received 217 billion. Rivers received 179.8 billion. Akwa Ibom, 175.5 billion. Bayelsa, 128 billion. These states still have poverty rates of 13.1%, 7.3%, 22.9%, 24.3% respectively, according to a world report. More concerned that most of these states with increased allocation faces significant challenges, even in the payment of salaries, effective management of public institutions, and provision of public transportation and access to potable water, as unemployment rates have increased to over 51% in some of them. Most worried that the state governors have refused to complement the federal government poverty amelioration efforts and are not driving the necessary economic transformation that will reduce citizens' suffering in their respective states with the increased allocation even at their disposal. Prayers to mandate the Committee on Special Duties, National Planning and Economic Development,
Intergovernmental Affairs
Honorable Ajile Soro, order please.
to look
Members, please take your seat. Honorable members, please take your seat, sir.
into the release, spending, and utilization of this increased allocation from FAC and report back to the House for further necessary action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Abbas.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I remain Honorable Abbas Adigun, represent the people of Ibadan Southeast, Ibadan Northeast constituency. I rise to second the motion moved by my honorable colleague, Honorable represents Somolu Federal constituency. Mr. Speaker, I so move. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Those in support of this motion should say aye.
Point of
Those
order,
against should
sir.
say nay.
Point of order. Point
The
of
ayes
order.
have it. This motion is referred to committees on special duties, national planning and economic development, and intergovernmental affairs for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, there is an announcement just coming now from Honorable Sade Soli that there will be a meeting of the ad hoc committee to investigate the gruesome killings on Christmas Eve in Bokos, Bariki-Ladi, and Mangu Plateau State. The meeting will take place in conference room 1.03, office 1.03, time 3 p.m. DS, please can you come and take over?
Honorable colleagues, before I go ahead, I would like to commend our team that went. The chair must be heard in silence. Thank you very much. Before I continue, I would like to commend our Speaker, who join the Vice President and other dignitaries, including our Deputy Whip, to Ivory Coast. Please, we should empty the aisle. Empty the aisle. We should sit down.
Order. Empty the aisle.
Empty the
please.
aisle.
Order.
Empty the aisle and sit down. This is a sacred house. Maki, you have to sit down. Empty the aisle. Thank you. I know some of you are negotiating how you are doing Valentine's Day tomorrow, but just wait. It's remaining small, then you'll be with your wives. Be patient. So I want to thank the leadership of this House, the Speaker, for representing the Parliament in supporting the Super Eagles, alongside the Executive, the Vice President, even our own Deputy Chief Whip was there to cheer them up, and we commend them for pushing up Nigeria till the last minute. The intimidation was so much, and there was something we learned from that outing. The patriotic spirit of the Ivorians in Abidjan is one thing that we must emulate when our national team is playing host to events like this. Everywhere was orange. I pray that when we have opportunity to show our green, we will show our green with such intimidation that will make those who are sitting on the fence to join us. Our boys tried very well to shorten the number of goals. It would have been more than 2-1, but because the intimidation was so much. But our boys worked hard. I want us to put our hands together for our boys who did the outing. Thank you. This is our way of encouraging our Super Eagles. Your wings are not down. We know that you went there with pride, and we thank you for the patriotic spirit with which you supported this nation and carrying us to the last minute. God will bless all of you. You will keep remaining our Super Eagles, and we'll keep supporting you. Honorable colleagues, the first business of the day is presentation of reports of the Ad hoc Committee on dispute between Super Falcons and the Nigerian Football Federation. This is standing in the name of Honorable Blessing Onyeche Onu. Honorable members will recall that the matter was referred to the committee on Wednesday, 12 July 2023. The report is ready for presentation. I hereby invite Honorable Onu to present the report if she's in the House. Honorable Onu, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Blessing Onyeche Onu.
Control room, increase the volume so that we can hear her.
My name is Blessing Onyeche Onu, and I represent the good people of Otukpo Ohimini Federal Constituency. I am from Benue State. I rise to move a motion that the House do receive a report of the Ad hoc Committee set up by the House to investigate the disputes between the Super Falcons and the Nigeria Football Federation. By the leave of the House, and with your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, that I lay the report. I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder, especially from that committee that is in the House today? Any member of that committee? Yes, please. Philip.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Chief Dr. Philip Agbese. I represent the good people of Ado, Opoku, Ogbadibo Federal Constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that this report be laid before the House. I so second.
Thank you, Honorable Philip. Thank you, Honorable Blessing. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Onu, you may now lay the reports. Most distinguished colleagues, the second business of the day is presentation of 5 reports of the Committee on Public Petitions, standing in the name of Honorable Mike Etaba. Honorable Etaba is invited to present the report, if he's in the House. Honorable Etaba, please.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my honorable colleague. My name is Mike Etaba. I represent the good people of Febuary. I'm from Cross River. Mr. Speaker, I have the following reports to present before the House. The House do receive the reports of the Committee on Public Petitions on the petition by Reverend Dr. Johnson Odi on behalf of Mongu Na Achara Development Union in Ohosara local government area of Ebonyi State, a cry for government intervention to avail the souls. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, the House also do receive the report of the Committee on Public Petitions on the petition by Bolaji Yunus, the EEO Bolaji Solution Ventures against Access Bank PLC. Against Access Bank PLC, Oniro Road, Victoria Island, Lagos, whose signage failed on him while on the process of work at the bank refused to treat him. The next report is the House do receive the report of the Committee on Public Petition on the petition by Aruyu on a O division against Legal Aid Council of Nigeria and illegal employment and elevation of Mrs. Ogene Kome. The next report is the House hereby received the report of the Committee on Public Petitions on the petition by Raymond Asada against management of the Bank of Agriculture for unfair treatment and matter of promotion by management of Bank of Agriculture. The last report, but not the least, Mr. Speaker, is the House do receive the report of the Committee on Public Petitions on the petition by A.E. Adole and Co. against Julius Berger Nigeria PLC, Ijora, Lagos, a case of conspiracy to vindicta criminal defamation and conduct likely to cause breach of peace. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I hereby urge Mr. Speaker to allow me to lay this report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mike. Any seconder? Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Kale Jaya Deboye Paul. I represent the good people of Ajeromi Felonu Federal Constituency, the Mini Nigeria. I'm from Lagos State, the state of aquatic splendor. I rise to second the presentation of the petition by the committee. I so second.
It's a motion.
A motion.
Not the presentation. It's a motion on the presentation.
I rise to second the motion. Ably moved. I so second. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Both motion move in business of the day number 12, sub 1 and sub 2 are hereby referred to the Committee of the Whole. Most distinguished colleagues, the first order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Cybercrime Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Act of 2015 and for related matters. This is standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the bill was transmitted by the Senate seeking concurrence of the House of Representatives. The bill was read the first time on Thursday, 8 February 2024. And I invite the Leader of Leaders to move that the bill be read the second time. Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I remain Professor Julius C. Honvere, Owa Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the Cyber Crimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Act 2015, and for related matters, SB 188 be read the second time. I so move.
Any second to today's bill? Honorable Nolly. Second that the bill be read the second time.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Nolim Naji. I'm from Enugu State, representing Kano East-West Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, colleagues, I rise that the bill should be read the second time. I so second.
Thank you, Leader. Thank you, Honorable Nolly. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader, please lead the debate.
It's a lead the debate.
Leader, there is a complaint the bill is not shared.
Mr. Speaker, it's a Senate bill, and Rules and Business is handling that matter.
Go ahead, Leader. I think it's coming from the Senate. And
thank you. Mr. Speaker, this is a bill essentially to amend an existing law, and its main design is to strengthen existing provisions. I'm sure many of us in this room recently were victims of some form of, or have been victims of some form of cyber invasion, when one of our WhatsApp groups was hacked and they started calling us to invite us to a meeting, a Zoom meeting, and the code will be sent, which they will use, of course, to empty your account, access your own privacy. This bill is essentially designed to strengthen provisions of several areas, including identity theft. When people take your identity, your name, etc., create a WhatsApp group, a Facebook in your name, and use it to extort money. To deal with cyber stalking, and I'm sure many of us have also suffered that, and the public as well. Manipulation of ATM and POS. This is done regularly. You use your card at a POS station, and the next thing your account is empty. It happened to my SLA just a few days ago. That to preserve your data, particularly where you use your electronic signature, and then suddenly somebody else has that.
Honorable Maki, Honorable Oga, meet me, please. Approach the chair, both of you.
To establish a national cyber security fund so that research into new technologies can be enhanced independent of public engagements, and deal with forgery online against individuals. Mr. Speaker, I think this is a good bill, trying to move on with the times, with the development of new technology, new ideas, and with artificial intelligence coming on board, we need strong laws to ensure that citizens are protected against cyber crimes.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Please, Maki and Oga, you did not bow before the mace.
I recommend
point of order.
my
Point
colleagues.
of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of order, please?
I'm coming on order 12, Rule 2, Rule 3. Mr. Speaker, this is a standard norm in this House that once a bill is coming on second reading, bill should be given to every member, or it should be sent to every member. Mr. Speaker, this bill is a very, very important bill. It affects every member in this House, particularly with the preponderance of cyber crime that is going on in this country or in the world, or well over. So there is the need for members to be carried at speed to know the content we are amending or the content we are.
Sorry, which order did you cite again, Honorable Sada?
Order 12, page 82 of the new order book. Page 82.
Order 12, rule what?
Rule 2, 3. Rule 2, 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Speaker, this order is not something that is new. That is the norm and that is the standard. And this is a very, very important existing legislation. It's not a new legislation. We need to know what is going on. What is the Senate amending? I doubt much even the leader if he has a copy of this bill. So we need to have copies.
He's still protected. Please allow him to finish.
It's my right to have a copy. I don't have
Please
a
allow
copy
him
of this
to
bill.
allow him to be heard, please.
And I challenge members if they have copies of this bill. Yes, of course, the leader may have a copy. He's the leader of the House. He's supposed to lead the debate. But he should protect our interest to have copies so that we will follow with him.
All right, thank you very much. Right of reply to leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Sada Soli should know this is a Senate bill. It is not my job to circulate it. You have the rules and business that handle.
Leader, speak into the mic so that others can hear you.
So that being a Senate bill, the House rules and business have done what they ought to do, listing it and providing a copy to enable me lead the debate. Yes, it is a very important bill, but it is left for him to decide whether the practice should be subverted or not. But as he is claiming that I don't have a copy of the bill, I have a copy, I have read it, and on the basis of that, I'm making
Leader, I'm struggling to hear you. The leader must be heard in silence. Leader, we want the rules and business to help.
Thank you, Right
Leader is extending his right of reply to you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis A. Jirogade Wivers by name. I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu. I'm from Delta State and chair of the House Committee on Rules and Business. Mr. Speaker, the procedure to attach the gazetted copy only came into being in this 10th Assembly because we waived the gazetting of first reading bills. When that waiver took place, many bills were, listed for first reading without being gazetted. Then we agreed that before a second reading, that gazette must now be attached. Moreover, Mr. Speaker, this very bill is a Senate bill that has already been passed in the Senate. It is our tradition that when a bill has been passed in the other chamber, we honor it in this chamber. We also expect, and so it has been, that when a bill has been passed in our chamber, it is honored in the other chamber. And meanwhile, I must point out, Mr. Speaker,
no, let me interject there a little bit. Are you saying that the spirit of bicameral system of legislature does not allow us to debate issues,
no,
even
it does
though
allow. It does allow.
And it doesn't allow them to debate issues,
It allows.
even though I agreed from
It allows,
this.
Mr. Speaker.
I wanted to clear that.
Yes.
That is, have been adopted in this House does not mean that the Senate cannot open it up for debate. And that it has been adopted in the Senate does not mean that the House cannot open it up for us to look into it. That is a purpose why we put that in our procedure, that it should come to the other House for us to look at it for concurrence. And that purpose is for us to have our view included in the process of making that bill become an act. So, and that is what we are doing here. Beautiful bill, but he is questioning the procedure. So it boils down to you as the chief officer of rules and business to tell us why we should go ahead with this bill or we should reverse and go to our procedure.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. That Order 12, Rule 2 has been fully complied with the paper that is distributed
Read
members.
12 rule 2 for members to hear. Members, open page 82. Let's read order 12 rule 2.
Notice of presentation of the government bill. Okay, this is not government now. 2.2. Any member wishes to move a motion for leave to bring in a bill shall give notice of the provisions proposed to be embodied in the bill to the clerk, who shall cause them to be published in the official gazette or house journal, and shall send a copy of the first of such issues to every member. On the introduction of a bill, a compendium of background information shall be delivered to all members if it is an amending bill.
We are going to 3.
3.
Let us restrict. Let's
bill.
restrict ourselves to 12.2.2. And if you read the last part of 2.2, he said, "Who shall cause them to be published in the official gazette?" 1, or, so it's either this or house journal. But there is another word there, conjunctive, that says "and" shall, which means in addition to journal, in addition to gazetting it, he is required to send a copy of the first of such issues to every member. Has that been complied with in your own understanding?
Mr. Speaker.
I mean, we are relying on our rules, 12.2.2. As the chairman rules and business, does this comply with the provisions of that particular section?
It complies with sub 3, Mr. Speaker, the companion.
Okay, I want to say that it has not complied with that particular provision in total. And it wasn't the business of the leader of the house. The compliance, to ensure that it complies, is not the business of you, leader. It is the business of the chairman rules and business. So it is taken for granted by the time it is handed over to the leader to lead, that all the requirements have been complied with. So I want to rule that Honorable Sada Sali is in order. Please move to step down this bill until members have copies of this bill. And remember, last week we had a section where Honorable Sada Sali's bill was not circulated. And we also argued that it should have been circulated. And let us follow the precedent that we have set for this house so that we don't leave our tradition and our procedure to do other things. I so rule. So please, rules and business, move that this be stepped down until further compliance with our procedure.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I rise to move that the bill be stepped down until we have the gazetted copy circulated among members. I so move.
Thank you very much. Bill, step down on the leave of the House. Leader, you have something to say still on this issue?
Yes, on this issue.
No, I have ruled. I have ruled. Honorable colleagues, the second order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principle of the bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to change the educational qualification for election into certain political offices and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Adewumi Oriyomi Ononuga. The chair must be heard in silence. Honorable Jimmy, they are talking to you across the aisle. Chairman Custom, please take your seat. The aisle must be free. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 18 July 2023. I now invite Honorable Ononuga to move that the bill be now read the second time. Honorable Ononuga, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues, My name is Right Honorable Dr. Yeyoba Otumba Adewumi Oriyomi Ononuga. I represent the fabulously united people of Ikenne, Shagamu, Remo North. I am from Ogun State, sir, and I stand today to move that a bill for an act to alter the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, to change the educational qualification for elections into certain political offices and for related matters be read a second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Ononuga. Please, Chief Whip of the House. The Deputy Leader of the House, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right Honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Abdullah Ibrahim Halims. I'm from Kogi State, and I represent the very good people of Ankwa, Omala Lamboro Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion that the bill by Honorable Ononuga be read the second time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Dr. Ononuga, please, you may lead your debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a lead debate on a bill for an act to alter the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, to change the educational qualification for election into certain political offices and for related matters. I take in no small measure this privilege granted me to present before this hallowed chambers a bill that I believe, if accented to, will, among other things, place more value on education in our nation and its importance when considering politics.
Honorable Adoduwa, please approach the chair.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this is not a bill targeted at stifling the interest of Nigerians in politics. Rather, it is a bill that will help Nigerians to sufficiently prepare for the humongous task of political leadership. As we have begun to see, the race for elective offices at both state and national levels have become increasingly competitive. While this is good as a tenet of universal suffrage, it can also be counterproductive if people who are not sufficiently prepared educationally get into these elective offices. Honorable colleagues, all the political offices affected by this amendment are very strategic in their own right. The state legislators are important for making laws to govern the state in the interest of the people. The office of the governor is the highest political office in the state. The federal legislators are important for making laws in the interest of the nation. The office of the president is the highest political office in the land. If a managing director who holds an equally strategic position in a company within this country cannot be employed without a university degree or its equivalent, why should the above political offices be held by people without a university degree or its equivalent? Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we all know that after a university degree or its equivalent in this country comes the compulsory National Youth Service Corps, without which it would be difficult to get into any employment, especially within the public sector. Invariably, by leaving the qualification of these political offices to remain at school certificate level, we are implying that the NYSC is not a requirement to hold political offices, but it is a requirement to secure a job in the public sector.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Are you the Speaker? Are you the Speaker? Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, what is your point of order?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Chief Dr. Billy Famous Adeso Asawaru. I represent the good people of Oriyomo Ode Federal Constituency.
Mr. Speaker, I'm standing on Order 901, which states that a member shall not read his speech, save if he is moving a motion or presenting a bill. Mr. Speaker, I think this should be taken care of. So move. Let the Speaker speak.
Your point of order was that a member should not read his speech.
Mr. Speaker, the bill has been presented.
And you are relying on Order
901.
Can you read it?
A member shall not read
Distinguished
his speech.
colleagues, wait. Distinguished colleagues, we are referring to our order. Order 9, Rule 1. If you have it, open it and let's read it. Order 9, Rule 1. Read.
A member shall not read his speech, save if he is moving a motion or presenting a bill. A bill has been presented, we are leading a debate.
No. I didn't say he should comment. I say read it. Read it again.
A member shall not read his speech, save if he is moving a motion or presenting a bill.
All right. There is an exclusion there. It says save. Member shall not read his speech, save, which means except he is presenting a motion or he's moving a motion or presenting a bill. Is she presenting a bill? Minority Leader, help to clear the gentleman behind you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Kings,
Listen, please, we have new members who are here, and everything you do in this parliament, they are watching and they are learning. We must be patient to pass knowledge. None of us knows it all. We learn by practicing the rule book that we have. I didn't make it, you didn't make it, we made it together. So gradually, we will internalize it. Please, Minority Leader, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, Kingsley Chinda. Mr. Speaker, when you read the short title of the bill and ask for a seconder, that is when you present the bill. Once it is seconded, you lead your debate. And when you're leading your debate, yes, you can refer to your paper, but you don't read it as if you're casting news. But whilst presenting the bill, of course, the short title, you read it word for word. The same with motion. When you are presenting the motion, that's when you read it as it is printed on the other paper. You present the motion, it is seconded. Thereafter, you lead debate in support of the motion. When you're leading the debate, you are not expected to read copiously, word for word, from the document you have presented. Thank you.
The information or the knowledge to pass here is the difference between leading a debate or presenting a bill. When do you say a bill has been presented? He has defined that. When do you say a bill is being led, a debate is being led? He has also cleared that. So by the time you stand up and you say, my name is Dab, I am here to move a motion for the presentation of this bill that will be read the second time. You have presented a bill. At that point, you can read the title. But thereafter, every other thing you do when you are called up is to lead the debate. And in leading the debate, you are allowed to make references to your document, but only to that extent, not to read it line after line. Are you saying that Dr. Onuga was reading line after line? Because I didn't see her reading line after line. I just saw her referring to her work. So I don't know where you got the impression that she was reading line after line. So Honorable Onuga. So please continue what you were presenting. We were enjoying it. Please continue and round up, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues. It is obvious that some of my colleagues want us to stay in the ancient days, but we will move on. We will move ahead. Thank you, sir. So as I was saying before I was constructively interrupted, sir, I was saying that this bill will reflect that it is important for us to have the educational qualification of those who are applying or want to contest into elective offices moved from primary school living, secondary school living certificate up until at least a BSc or its equivalent in this country, because we have most of our children who go into universities, get their first degrees, get their second degrees, and they even go and do the mandatory 1-year service of NYSC, and they cannot get jobs or even appointments in Nigeria, in any offices or in any agency or department or ministry without having served their countries. And they would have gone to at least a university or its equivalent and have that qualification with them. But then if you're going to be a member of a state house of assembly, a councillor, a member house of representative, a senator, a president, a governor, all you need is a high school certificate to qualify to be in that position. Are we therefore saying that our children have no reason to go to university or to get any education in that equivalent? So this bill, sir, seeks to make sure that everybody is brought to par, especially those who will be directing the affairs of this country, either from a state level or from a national level. That is what this bill seeks to address, Mr. Speaker. So please, in conclusion, and once again, I want this bill is proposing an upward review of a minimum of university degree or its equivalent to any elective position in this country. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
So the purposive interpretation of what you are seeking to bring on board is the amendment of the Constitution, the alteration of the Constitution to increase the educational qualification level from where it is at the moment, which is first school living certificate, to first degree, HND or BSc. Did I get that right? A minimum. The minimum should be school certificate. That's what it is. So you want to change the minimum from school certificate to secondary school, to university. School certificate, first school living certificate. You're upgrading it to university degree or its equivalent. Okay, not WAEC, not higher than WAEC. Okay, any seconder? Any seconder to... He has led his debate, or in one contribution.
Second.
Let me have Maraki, our leader. Okay, those who first take, let's second it first before you. Seconder?
Yes.
Yes. Deputy Chair Army.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable colleagues, I remain Ogel David Agada.
Jaha, you are lobbying. Jaha, sit down.
I'm protected by Mr. Speaker.
Order, please, order.
I know that this particular piece of legislation that is before us is a very sensitive one, but you can only make your input by listening to other people's contribution first, so that if your interests have been taken care of, you may not have any need to discuss on it. So let us hear each other in silence, please. Please, please, please. You are protected, Deputy Chairman Ami.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I remain Ogel David Agada, member representing the good people of Oju Obifera constituency. I'm from Benue State. I rise this afternoon to second the second reading of this very important bill presented to us today on the need to improve the qualification on vying for various offices in our political setting in our country. I rise to second this important bill on second reading. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Before we go into the question, we will open this for a little debate, and we will divide it into two. One side will be those who are for, who will speak first. And then after that, those who are against will speak. And after that, we will give right of reply to the sponsor of the bill. So if you are speaking for this bill, it is time to raise your hand. Honorable Jimmy, please.
Thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, I remain Baba Jimmy Benson.
Order, please, order.
I remain Baba Jimmy Benson. I represent the very industrious people of Ikorodu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I sponsored this same bill in the 9th Assembly, and I am 100% assured that it is what leaders should do. It is the right way to go. And I'm going to preempt the people that would oppose this bill. Anybody who is going to oppose this bill must also tell us if his ward, his child, is in a university for a degree or not. Then they will be entitled to oppose. Mr. Speaker, in Yoruba land, there's this song it goes, Bata miadu ko ka, Bata miadu ko ka, timba ka we mi, Bata miadu ko ka. This song means that if I go to school and I excel in school, I will excel in life. We have been told severally that the visa to prosperity all over the world, it has been proven, the visa to prosperity, 3 things: education, education, education. I cannot believe that in this modern age, some people will oppose and say, no education, don't go to school. Don't go to school and be the president of Nigeria. It is ludicrous to think that way, Mr. Speaker. And I stand to vehemently support this bill, and I pray that my colleagues will see reason and support it as well. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. When you stand to speak, just 2 minutes is fine, and you were very direct to the point. I actually love that song that you made. I will come for you to teach me later on. Since I don't speak Yoruba, I like the melody. The melody was good. Yeah, Professor Julius. It's about education, and you're an authority in education. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, we all know that this is a different world. It's a world of ideas, of knowledge, of ability to read the face and minds. It's a world where knowledge is power. It's a world where when you have knowledge and you combine it with wisdom, nobody can stand in your way. We Nigerians, we always see leaders of other nations talking, adumbrating, articulating issues, engaging the public and engaging their opponents, and we are proud of them. Then we have some here that are dodging debates. Presidential debates, they won't come. Give press conference, they won't go, because they are afraid to face the public with unanticipated or unprepared questions. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. I do not believe that this should apply to all categories of elections. At the local government, you don't need a university. You need to know your local government, your people, where the streams are, where the bad boys are. But if you're going to be a president or vice president, or you're going to be a governor or deputy governor of this country, you must have a university degree. Even member of National Assembly, I agree. Because the world today is not ruled by street knowledge. It's not ruled by what people say behind you. It is ruled by what you know, who you are, what you can read, and understand what you are reading, and come up with something. Look, Mr. Speaker, the world is moving. Let Nigeria not be left behind. Where we're establishing all these universities, I agree that knowledge is not the basis of wisdom. But if you have both, nobody can challenge you. I support this bill, but I think we should exclude the local governments from it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Can I have the chairman custom? We'll have 5 people to speak for and 5 people to speak against.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
But make it brief when you stand up, please. 2 minutes.
Honorable Lekabeji, this is my name. I represent the good people of Yagba Federal Constituency. I'm from Kogi State. I rise to support this bill. Just like as we are all here, nearly all of us have bill to establish higher institution in his or her domain. And the reason is to get your people educated. So why do we want to stay behind? If we can do this, we should be able to support this bill to get our people to go to school. Whoever is going to hold position in Nigeria should have knowledge and know why he's in the office. But if you put a mediocre to hold position or in any political office, definitely what we are going to get is going to be very dangerous for the society. So on this note, I have an amendment to read, but when we get there, maybe if you give me a chance, there is something I want to add to the bill. But if you give me the opportunity, I can say it now. So when you get to the amendment, it's just an addendum to that bill. But I wholeheartedly support this bill. Thank you.
I'm talking about those who are speaking for. Minority leader, I will come to you, but I want all the people speaking are from South. I want a Northerner to contribute. Yes. Let's balance the debate.
Honorables, the Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I am certainly put in an ambiguous situation. The fact of the matter is that I would have loved to speak for, but the heading.
Are you speaking for this?
No, sir.
So sit
The
down.
fact is that-
Let's get those who will speak for it. Please sit. I'll call you when you are speaking against. The call now is for those who will speak for.
I cannot speak against or for.
So sit.
If certain amendment,
We will call for amendment. Please sit.
Speaker, the heading says.
Please sit. Thank you.
Honorable member, speak through the chair, please.
King, please, let's get ourselves corrected. We are taking those who are speaking for. If you know you're not speaking for, if you know you're neither here nor there, there'll be time for you. All I ask is that I've gotten a lot of contributions. Yes. Yeah, you behind. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am by name Ajang Alfred Ilya, representing the good people of Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency. I want to contribute that education is very important, and education is the bedrock of every society in Nigeria. So as long as office holders or public office holders, I think there's need for we, the National Assembly and the Senate, to look at the qualification of every member. If we want to improve our children to go to school, then let's make it that you must have a degree or its equivalent before you become a leader. Mr. Speaker, I so move. I so second, sorry.
Thank you. You made a wonderful contribution. Don't mind them. They are smiling because you were very good. They are smiling because you made a very good contribution. Okay? And thank you for that contribution. Architect. And that is the final for those four. And then we'll go to those against.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, leader is here. Leader will give you. Leader will give you a waiver. Sorry, leader. Leader will be the last to speak for.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Honorable colleagues. I remain Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu, an architect and a member representing Wunura Bafara constituency from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, Honorable colleagues, to me, this amendment of the Constitution reflecting the qualification for elected representatives or officials has been long overdue. I don't need to re-emphasize, education is the bedrock.
Please speak into the mic. They want to hear you.
Education is the bedrock for development of any society. And I think every leader needs to be well educated to be able to discharge his responsibility wherever he finds himself, either in the legislative or in the executive. In fact, if the amendment is to add administrative experience to those contesting for executive seats, I think it's worth doing. The only gap I observe in the presentation of the removal of the bill is the accelerated jump from the school level certificate to degree certificates. I think there should be a midpoint, particularly for the state assembly members. The federal government today is coming out with positive policies of gingering of the educational sector through the student loans initiative and others that will encourage more people not to go back to the tertiary institution. And as we are aware, we all know that democracy, by definition, is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. So to achieve that, it has to be all-encompassing, because there are so many people down there that are interested in partaking in the political system and becoming this and that represent their various constituencies, but because of certain challenges, they could not finance their education. They have to stop at the secondary school level, but they're intelligent, very, very much intelligent, and they can be able to discharge their responsibility. So for me, as I support,
Okay, round up.
Please
Round
don't,
up. You have to be straight to the point. Are you supporting or are you in between the line? You are the chairman, alternate education.
Yes.
And I don't want you to wobble between the line. It's either for or against.
Yes.
Are you for or against?
I'm solidly in support for the amendment.
No, we'll call for amendment.
To raise the educational level of those to be leaders from secondary school certificate to a higher certificate.
Yeah,
Not necessarily BSc. Thank you.
we'll come for amendment. Thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you. Deputy Chairman, we have finished those 4. Just one more with the leader. Leader, this man was my deputy chairman when I was in the media. You will oblige me to allow him to speak again. He was a very good deputy chairman when I was in the committee. Please allow him to speak. Let me oblige you, sir.
Allow me, please. I'm protected by the chair. You have heard how much he said about me as his deputy.
Address the chair, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable colleagues. First and foremost, I must commend the effort of my sister for bringing up such issue, which I believe it will strengthen our leadership performances in all aspects. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, while I'm supporting her proposal, but I must appeal to the House to at least categorize the level of qualifications. President, let it be a person with first degree or whatever. Governors, either HND, come to look at reps, senators, it should be categorized, because you will go to a ward saying that only graduate will be a counselor. No, I'm supporting now. I'm supporting, but little amendment, please.
Okay, so
my only opportunity.
You are supporting, but you have amendments.
Please.
Yes, that is with amendment.
Okay, I'll call you for
Honorable
amendments.
colleagues, please.
So,
maintain
suggesting
silence.
that she should maybe.
Order, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Please, the aisle should be free. The aisle should be free. The aisle should be free. Honorable colleagues, we want the aisle to be free. Sergeant at Arms, free the aisle.
So people are saying that.
Sergeant at Arms, free the aisle. Nobody should stand on the aisle.
Honorable Ambarua. Ambarua, please go back to your seat. Honorable.
Continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I was saying earlier.
Rules and business, free the aisle, please. Free the aisle.
So it should be categorized so that from the highest office to the lowest office, we know every setup of government is being run by the bureaucracy as well as the political leaders. For politicians, we are only providing leadership we know. Leadership does not entail higher qualification, whatever, is being gifts from the Almighty God. But for bureaucracy, they are implementers of all our projects or executors of all projects or whatever policies of government. In such a case, they are following the rank and files to promotion and what have you based on their
before the mess.
But for leadership, you will start from councillor, go to local government chairman, go to House of Assembly members, National Assembly members, then the governor and their deputies up to the president. So in this case, I'm supporting wholeheartedly, but it should be categorized according to the qualification.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's saying I am supporting, but let's segmentize, put it in segments. Those who are going for this should have this qualification. Those who are going for that should have that qualification. The leader, you are the last to speak on this, please, and after that we'll open it for those against.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Kingsley
This is a very important topic. You know, it's constitutional amendment. I'm the chairman of the constitutional amendment. This is showing you how robust it's going to be by the time we go for public hearing and we engage more on constitutional amendment. So please pay serious attention to this debate.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I think that what we are discussing today is whether elective officers should have wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom in the sense that, yes, without formal education, you could have wisdom. And that is what we mistake to be the quality of leadership. But what our sister has brought up is to say, look, we need an additional knowledge. And our Constitution from 1966 had considered both wisdom and knowledge as qualification. Can you tell me that a school cert holder in 1966 can still be compared to a school cert holder today? The difference is so clear. For those who had primary school certificates in 1966, the quality of education they had then, positions they occupied then, is equivalent to position of managing directors who have degrees today. They could read and write fluently. In fact, teachers were drawn from even primary 6 holders. They were teachers in classrooms. They were directors in ministries. Do we continue in that state today to say that a primary 6 school certificate holder should still occupy such positions today? Even in employment, private sector, go and apply for a job with school cert, with primary school, first school leaving certificate. What kind of job would you be given? In private organizations. Then we're talking about public offices that will continue to promote that. I think that society is developing and growing, and we should also grow with society. Aside that, what we are doing today by asking that we up the qualification will also encourage our children. Those of them that aspire to public offices, they must know that, look, education is now necessary. And so because I want to be president, because I want to be a member of House of Assembly, because I want to be a politician, I must go to school. It will not be a situation where they say, oh, politics is even for school dropouts. So I think that we should support this with every strength in us. The only prayer we'll pray is that when it gets to the state assemblies, that they should also support it. But we should, at this level, do the proper thing, what we think is right for our country. I support this bill wholeheartedly and call on my colleagues to please support it. After the second reading, when we get into the clause-by-clause consideration, we can do necessary amendments as we deem fit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We have finished hearing from those members who debated for this bill. We are switching over now to those who are debating against it. And I'm going to start it with Honorable Madake.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Ali Usani Madaki, and I represent the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues, I stand to oppose this bill for the following reasons. I know for a fact, and we all know, that your leadership quality is not determined in any way by the level of your educational qualifications. You can say no. You can say no.
He's protected. He's protected. Please, he must be heard in silence.
Mr.
Allow
Speaker,
him. You know, here, what we do here is debate.
When
You say your own, I say my own. We are not in the market. You have said your own, allow him to be heard. You are protected. Go ahead.
When my honorable colleague was talking, Honorable Jimmy Benson, he stated that whoever is speaking against this bill...
Please speak into the mic. Stop looking around. Speak into the mic so that I can hear you.
Is speaking against this bill should tell us the level of educational qualification of his children. Mr. Speaker, I have 3 grown-up children. They have all finished university, and all of them was 2-1 as they're finishing with the certificate. And the other one I have who is in university now, from the day she started to today, is first class. But what we are trying to do is for all Nigerians, something that affects all of us. Whenever we are talking about democracy, we talk of US, UK, France, Germany. Let's go and check their constitution. What is the level of educational qualification you have to attain in order to be a president or member of parliament? Your level of education is never a determinant factor to what you will do if you are placed in an office as a president, governor, member, House of Representatives. Mr. Speaker, we have Nigerians with various qualifications who have committed all kinds of crimes. If we are talking of educational qualification, when you say this is a professor, that is the end of it. But with this INEC issue, what we saw the professors doing, I think it's better you go and carry a laborer and ask him to be the chairman of a funnel than putting a professor who knows what is wrong and will come and read it to the whole world. He knows it's a lie. So these issues are issues we should look at critically. And if I'm talking of myself, Mr. Speaker, let me say,
please,
I am not, let me say,
please round up.
Please, silence, please.
As a person, I hold an MBA in financial management, and as an accountant, I am a member of ANAN, CNA, Certified National Accountant, and I have worked in the public service for 15 years. I started from level 8 to level 13 when I resigned in 2006 to contest for House of Rep. So it's not about individual. If we are talking, I will say, okay, let's put that as a law, but let's allow everybody to contest. Don't find a way because you don't have, you think there is somebody who finished secondary school who is very popular in your area who may defeat you. You will frame a law to zoom those people.
Honorable Madaki,
let everybody.
Are you saying that those qualifications that you gathered have not helped you to be giving us this efficient leadership you are giving us in this house? That you would have been the same even if you didn't study all this exposure that you got from education?
Mr. Speaker.
Point of order.
Mr. Speaker.
Point of order.
Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on order 961. Order 961, relevancy in debate. Debate upon any motion, bill, or amendment shall be relevant to such motion, bill, or amendment, except in the case of a substantive motion for the amendment of the House.
Order, please. Inua.
Some of the issues being brought into this debate by Honorable Madaki are grossly and annoyingly irrelevant. And is casting aspersion on professors. There are over 1,800, and you cannot use 4 or 2 to cast such negative aspersions on professors.
I totally agree with you, leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I fully agree with you. Order 9, rule 6, sub 1 is very clear. When debating, distinguished colleagues, you have to listen to this. You have to listen to this. Like I say, I am looking at you and hitting the gavel, and you are talking behind. The chair is watching you.
Mr. Speaker,
Calm down.
Order, please.
Please.
Let me quickly.
Now, please listen, most distinguished colleagues. Everything we do here is a learning process, especially for those ones who are coming new. That was how we learned. You have to allow them that privilege by listening, paying attention, and having them see where we point one thing or the other out for correction. The leader of the House has raised a fundamental issue based on Order 9, Rule 6, Sub 1. Relevant or irrelevancy of issues during debate. One of the things you will learn today is that while debating, you are not expected to import issues that are not relevant to the debate. Like I had the reference made by Honorable Madaki to INEC and how somebody who is not a professor could do a better job. I don't think that is what we do in this parliament. It is totally irrelevant to this particular debate. And what we are debating is whether education, qualification at certain levels should be allowed for positions. That is what we are debating. Let's keep it at that, please. Go ahead. You are still protected, Honorable Madaki.
Mr. Speaker.
And you have only 1 minute to round up.
It's okay. I wouldn't want to reply the House leader, but I would have said what I said.
No, don't defend. The chair has ruled on it.
It's okay.
But go ahead with your debate.
So let me quickly end by saying, I believe this motion is not, this bill is not the right bill for us to take in this House. I think we should allow that section of the Constitution as it is. That is my submission. I so submit.
Thank you. Let me have you. No, behind you. Jah, I'm coming.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues.
You have 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Honorable Comrade Bashir Usman Goro is my name. Member representing Goranyo Gadapero constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to speak against this bill for the amendment of the section of Constitution that require the qualification, minimum qualification for contest. Mr. Speaker, with no fear of contradiction, all of us here are either graduate or its equivalent. Mr. Speaker, but that did not in any way automatically make us the best out of all Nigerians. Mr. Speaker, we have gone through the education system from primary school, secondary school, some to university, and even beyond. Mr. Speaker, the education system of Nigeria was set under presumption that if you were able to obtain primary school certificate and secondary school certificate, you are automatically obtain that requirement to speak and to write. As such, you can be lead and you can be lead for, you can represent and you can represent for. Mr. Speaker, for less privilege, we were privileged to go to the university. For less privileged people, it is not their wish that their children were not to be able to obtain university certificate or its equivalent. Mr. Speaker, if we are to blame the system, but we cannot do attempt to deprive the right of other Nigerians. Mr. Speaker, as you are sitting on the chair from your village, there is people that you have gone to secondary school together. You know very well, they are far better than you, but there was not the privilege to go to the university. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the sponsor of this bill have captured adequately in her submission that lawmakers at the federal government, at the Federal House of Representatives, as we are here, and the state lawmaker in the state assemblies they should also have requirement of BSc or graduate or its equivalent. That's not the case. If we are talking on the lawmaking, then all of us must be an LB holder or its equivalent. Mr. Speaker, it has never the case being a graduate or not a graduate. Leadership was installed in individual. It has nothing to do with the level of education or requirement you have obtained. Mr. Speaker, on my interest that the House should uphold to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as 1999 amended, that the requirement minimally is either primary school, secondary school certificate or its equivalent. Mr. Speaker, that is adequately enough for everybody to contest the certificate.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Jaha, please. Honorable Jaha, very interesting topic.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Ame Jaha Babao is my name. I represent Chibok, Damboa, and Goza Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, on record, including the 86 not yet recovered Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, I want to start by saying UNESCO's requirement in every country's budget should not be less than 25% content of that particular budget. 26. Since when Nigeria was an independent nation in 1960 to date, approximately 64 years, there has never a place or time when we got even half of this UNESCO requirement. Sir, why will you punish Nigerians for the failure of their state or for the failure of their country? If people are not educated today, who is going to be blamed? It's the country. Because even in the budget, we are not ready to promote education. 1. 2, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, democracy has been derived from the two ancient Greek city-state words, demos and kratia. Demos meaning people, kratia signifying rule of all by the people. This is where democracy derives its definition. Mr. Speaker, you are a lawyer, you know better than we do. Nigeria got our independence today is 64 years, and we had uninterrupted democracy for less than 25 years. Where are we rushing to? Today, if we do this policy, we are not disenfranchising ourselves. Mr. Speaker, I have been a master's degree holder 25 years back. I am not doing this because of myself. I am neither doing it because of my colleagues here. I am doing it because of Nigerians. I don't want them to be disenfranchised. In other words, the content of the Constitution of today.
I want to ask you the question I asked Honorable Madaki. The way you are adumbrating, the way you are making your presentation, do you think that if you didn't get the qualifications that you have access to the kind of information, confidence, courage, and analytical prowess that you usually apply on this floor when issues come up? Do they learn that through folktales in the village only?
Yes. Mr. Speaker, I want us to understand one thing.
No, I ask you a question.
Yes, I'm trying to answer you.
Yes.
Qualification is not a true test of knowledge. And it has been attested by everybody that qualification alone is not a true test of knowledge. Mr. Speaker, let me tell you, some members that contribute on this floor, some of them are not even graduates, and they contribute in such a way that anybody they are representing must acknowledge the fact that, yes, they are effective and efficient representatives. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, we are doing laws for good governance and peace of this country. Mr. Speaker, whether we like it or not, we are not going to make legislations that only favor few Nigerians. How many Nigerians are degree holders? Substantial number of Nigerians are less than degree holders. And now you are saying only a degree holder can be enfranchised. And we end up disenfranchising more than 90% of our population. Are we fair to our people? So the most important thing is we should understand that Nigeria still is an infant as far as democracy is concerned. America has been in democracy for more than 200 years. And today, with only 64 years, we are trying to compare ourselves with America. It's wrong. So I oppose, in conclusion, I oppose with all my heart and with the voice of all the members and with the voice of all Nigerians that this bill should not pass.
Please,
silence, please.
Please. We've been very dignified in the way we've been making contributions. Let's continue like that. When you rise up to speak, you speak for yourself. And others will speak for themselves. Honorable Kuye, I think your point of order has been taken care of.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Because you mentioned Order 9, Rule 6, that members should try as much as possible to restrain themselves within the ambit of the debate and not go to irrelevancy. And, when Honorable Jai was talking, he was making some irrelevant points. I just wanted to correct him. Because this bill, this amendment to the Constitution, is not talking about franchise, the right to vote. We are talking of qualification to be voted for. Excuse me. I have the floor.
Point of order.
I have the floor.
Point of order.
I have the floor. I seek the protection of Mr. Speaker. I seek the protection of Mr. Speaker. And I have the floor.
Order, please.
Mr. Speaker.
You cannot intimidate. You cannot intimidate any member that I'm protecting.
You cannot.
Excuse me.
Mr. Speaker.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any member that the chair protects stands protected. You cannot intimidate him either by shouting or by making noise. This is not a marketplace. This is a sacred house that has dignity. The same way we will give you time to speak and we will not allow anybody to interrupt you, the same way we will allow others to speak. Please go ahead, but make it 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What I'm saying in essence, sir, is that when we talk of qualification, it's different from the right to vote. So the point that we're making, are we saying that in 774, just 774 local governments, Nigeria cannot produce 774 graduates? Is that what we're saying? In a country where every nook and crannies of the country is littered with universities, we are saying that Nigeria cannot produce yet those graduates from those universities.
Okay, your point of order has been noted.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please, so that you don't use it to debate for.
Point of order, sir.
Because it's time to debate
Point
against.
of order.
Yes. So the point of order is sustained, but you can go on and round up and
sir.
Just 1 minute.
Sir, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is.
I thought you have said what you wanted to say.
No,
You're still trying.
I want to conclude. The literal meaning of disenfranchisement is the right to vote and be voted for. It did not stop at voting only. Right to vote and be voted for. So, Mr. Speaker, I just clear my position.
Thank you. That is the actual definition of franchise: to vote and be voted for. Pallet, Honorable Pallet. Those behind want to go against? Okay.
Thank you.
Make it brief, please. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Kabiru Ahmadu Palace is my name. I represent the entire people of Busos Ipe Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to go against this bill because of the following reasons.
Order, please.
Mr. Speaker, Nigeria is one. But all of us, we came from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different religions. Mr. Speaker, what will be good for me is not necessarily will be good for somebody. Mr. Speaker, in my state, in Zamfara State, if you are born, before you go to any school, you must go to Islamic school. In my state, Mr. Speaker, if you memorize Holy Quran, you are better than anybody. Mr. Speaker, you cannot call somebody who memorized Holy Quran or who read Holy Quran or memorize Holy Bible as somebody who cannot be a leader just because he wasn't opportune to be in university or he wasn't opportune to obtain university certificate. Mr. Speaker, these two holy books guides leadership, guides everything that has to be a government of the people. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about elected positions. This elected position is predetermined by the people. It's people that are being to elect these leaders. Mr. Speaker, you can go to a community whereby in that community somebody wants to contest for a councillorship, Mr. Speaker, and he wasn't opportune to go to university. Or in that particular ward, there is nobody that went to university. Mr. Speaker, you are saying that in that particular community, nobody can go and contest a councillorship. Mr. Speaker, what I'm saying, the reason why I'm going against this bill is because, Mr. Speaker, we have different cultures, we have different religions in this country. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, like I said, if somebody attends an Islamic school, just because he didn't attend university, it doesn't mean that he is not qualified to be a leader. Thank you. That's my point.
Gombe Speaker. After that, Doctor.
Mr. Speaker, my fellow
and then you, and then we'll round up.
My fellow colleagues.
That is the completion of the number. But make it 2 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
While I am Honorable Ino Garba, a member representing to the Federal Constituency from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, I am vehemently and openly against the amendment of this provision in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that has to do with qualification in order to contest for elective position. More especially that goes upward or goes to the extreme up to degree level. Why did I say so? Is because the mover of the motion don't even know what is happening in Nigeria. If you go to Zamfara,
No, withdraw that.
Sorry. Okay, the mover of the motion.
No.
Sorry, sir.
Please, you have to withdraw that. This is a leader you're talking about.
I withdraw.
That is a leader of this house.
The mover of the motion is not aware of what is happening in some part of this country. If you go to Zamfara, Mr. Speaker, most of the schools were closed for many years. If you go to Yobe, the same thing. If you go to Borno, the same thing. If you go to Katsina, the same thing. If you go to many parts of this country, even the primary schools are not operating. Talk less of polytechnics or universities. Why? Because of insecurity. It's not their fault for them to stay at home. Forget about that. They are misunderstanding knowledge for certificate. Certificate is not knowledge. Certificate is not knowledge. If you go to China, most of the people that were working there don't have certificate, they are artisans. They are the ones that are moving the economy, the political system, and the rest. The Constitution of the United States of America, it does not concentrate on certificates. It has criterion.
Okay, yeah, 2 minutes is over.
For anybody to be elected. And what they are talking about certificate, it is just a criteria in the end. It's a criteria.
You've said that over and over. Your 2 minutes is over. It's all right.
So,
sit down.
Mr. Speaker, finally, if we as representatives of the people of this country, we have to be sensitive to the plight of our people, more especially in the areas where there are a lot of impediments and problems that have to do with this issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Doctor.
Thank you, Mr.
Gombe just finished speaking. Why do you want us to go back to Gombe? Allow others to talk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Dr. Martin Soke. I represent Igbe Titi Uzobo and Federal Constituency. I'm from Enugu State. I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to say one or two things. When we're talking about democracy.
Please speak to the mic.
We're talking about democracy. Then democracy is about the people. The government for the people, by the people, and for the people. When we talk about certification, as regards to qualification for running elections or participating in governance, we must be very, very careful that we are not forming a club of elites. This motion, this bill is elitist. It doesn't include people, it's exclusive, and you must be very, very careful in considering it. Because we're not trying to build a country, a club of people who own certificates. We're talking about Nigeria as a country. In some climes, people are talking of constituencies made up of market women who should come to the parliament and represent them. The issue of qualification, if you go to the interpretation...
Please speak into your mic. Others want to listen to you.
In the interpretation, in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, those who crafted the Constitution, the philosophy they had, they tried to bend backwards by saying that the real qualification actually is first school living certificate with experience, so that we don't sacrifice these experiences on the altar of certification. So I beg that we should be careful, because this idea of saying graduates to be the people to participate in government,
thank you,
exclude other people from participating. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The man with the white cap, the landlord upstairs. Happy to have you downstairs.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Such a privilege. My name is Honorable Ben Etana Bene. I represent Okbe, Saple, Uwe Federal Constituency from Delta State. Mr. Speaker, I'm interested in this debate, and it reminds me when we were in secondary school that they put us into different camps, to debate for or against. In every topic, there are merits.
Are you speaking against?
Against.
Okay.
Against. In every topic, there are merits and demerits. No doubt about it. The people who move these motions, they have merits also too, but they should look at our opinion, from the other, side. You see, first of all, we are trying to catch intelligence and knowledge as a pre-qualification for representation. Mr. Speaker, I disagree to a large extent that at the level of degree upward is where you can find knowledge and intelligence. No. There are many courses, pedagogical courses, that did not lead up to degree programs, but you can find very intelligent, people and those with high knowledge. I, for one, as early as 1983-84, I was a qualified X-ray welder. In the middle of the 80s, I became a qualified professional diver. I can go 50 meters underwater and weld successfully with great intelligence and knowledge. So if you say a man with that kind of qualification cannot represent people in the level of parliament or whatever, then I'm sure we are now doing what my last speaker said is discriminatory, against others. I fear that this bill, if allowed, will make Nigerians hate us the more with the level of hunger and deprivation in the country.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Leader, you've been raising your hand. I'll come to you. Let me hear from in-law.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
About 7 that spoke against. That spoke for. Yeah, we are remaining 2. No. We have to balance it. We did 7 speaking for instead of 5. So we have to do 7 here to balance it, and it's remaining 2. So the gentleman standing up.
Sir, my name is.
Okay, you can see the.
Representing the good people of Bauchi.
I called you, but he was no. Go ahead.
Okay.
I called the man behind to speak, not you.
Bauchi Penal constituency, sir. Mr. Speaker, this bill come at a wrong time because of cost of living in this country. In my state, a director who is well qualified, a
Speaking to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Increase his microphone a little bit.
His salary is not more than 100,000. How can he sponsor? He has a student in the university. He cannot be able to pay their school fees because of the cost of living. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill has come at the wrong time. So I'm appealing to the sponsor of the bill to withdraw her bill, please, sir, because of cost of living.
Thank you. The last person to speak on this is the leader. Go ahead. The Chief Whip of the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Usman Bello Kumo, a.k.a. Malan is my name. I represent the people of Akko Federal Constituency. I'm from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, it's a very good motion or bill. And I totally agree that education is a will to transform every society. And it is very apt for Nigeria as a society to raise the bar of qualification for buying any political office. But, and I say but, I want to speak against the bill simply because there must be a sharp distinction between being educated and being certificated. Being intelligent. If we, as a nation, we cannot be able to develop our educational system in a manner that in our science secondary schools today, the titration we used to undertake in the last 40 years, it is the same titration in the chemistry subjects that our pupils and children are still taking. What are we talking about? If democracy is all about popular participation, and you are now telling me that you put barriers and covenants for not allowing other people to participate, either to vote or to be voted for. Mr. Speaker, even in America, what the country will provide for you is basic education. That is, they will give you primary and secondary education free, after which you are on your own to choose the line within which you live your life. It implies that what they will give you or provide for you is your ability to read and write. If you are able to read and write, and you can understand any manner of communication, that implies that you are qualified to partake and contribute in developing your country. I am of the opinion that we allow the provision of the Constitution as it was in the 1999 amended Constitution, so that we allow that doctrine of popular participation, allow every Nigerian to partake, either to vote or to be voted for, because all of us, we are equal, and there are wisdom in people who are not certificated to be degree holders. After all, like Alima Daki said, even though there was a point of order, is it not true that during the last experiment, some professors cannot be able to reconcile figures? Is it a lie? So I am of the opinion that this bill should not see the light of the day simply because there must be a vision for popular participation. Thank you. That's my submission.
Thank you very much, distinguished colleagues. We have done a good job on this piece of legislation, and you know the other paper is still filled. We need to increase our speed so that we can attend to other things. But let me highlight that issues bordering on constitutional amendments, you don't do the amendment on the floor. It goes to the committee level. I've noticed that most of you wanted to make amendment to this particular piece of legislation to suit what you may consider as being the right thing to do, but that can only happen at the committee level. So the next thing is to vote on it, but before that, I want to give an opportunity to the, having listened to the deliberations, you know, both for and against, and also considering the mood of the House. Based on the experience, I want to invite the sponsor of the bill for a right of reply and to tell us what she thinks we should do going forward.
Thank you. Let us talk now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues. It is very obvious that most of us here know that this is a good bill and have agreed that it is a good bill, either for want of playing to the gallery or for want of what their constituents would use as an opportunity to revote them the next time. They are stating some of these arguments that ordinarily they would not have been saying on the floor of the House. However, sir, this bill is not only talking about being in leadership. It's not even talking about being in leadership. It's talking about the qualification that you need or should have to contest for elective positions. At the Constitution Amendment Committee, hold on please, at the Constitution Amendment Committee, the level that the councillors would have, or the qualification that the councillor and the chairman of the state or the local government would have, is different to the qualification that a state assembly candidate or aspirant, or the deputy governor or House of Rep member or senators would have. Nobody is saying that anyone who has gone to Islamic school should not contest. The Islamic schools have a qualification for you reading the Holy and reciting the Holy Quran. There is an equivalent of what that qualification is. There is an equivalent. What is the equivalent of being able to recite the Holy Quran? What is the equivalent of being saying, I can read the whole Bible and recite it? That is what we are saying. Nobody is saying that anybody who has gone to Islamic college is not qualified to contest an elective position, which is what the argument that my colleagues, some of my colleagues here, are trying to play to the gallery. It's very wrong. We know what is right, and that is what we should go for. Hold on. That is what you said.
Exercise your right of reply in its entirety, but in so doing, Do not cast aspersion on the contributions of your colleagues. So be well guided.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am in no way trying to cast aspersions. I'm just saying that being able to recite is also has its own qualification and equivalent. Anyone who can recite the Holy Quran is very qualified, highly qualified to contest.
Okay.
So I want to implore my honorable colleagues to let this bill pass the second reading so that we can sit down at the Constitutional Amendment Committee and then sort it out in the level of amendments of what should go to the local government chairman, a councillor, a deputy governor, a governor, and even a president. That is the idea, sir.
Thank you very much. Are you sure that the lobbying associated with the presentation of bill has been well carried out by you on this bill? Are you certain that the necessary lobbying...
With regards, Mr. Speaker, with regards to the arguments on the floor, members want some more lobbying. I can stand down the bill for further legislative consultation, if that is what my colleagues will want.
Now it must be discussed now.
This is not one house. This is not a marketplace. This is where we play around with our intellectualism through debates. And that has been well expressed today, and I want to commend you. I want to commend this house, because oftentimes people think we just come in here and walk out without deep diving on critical issues of national importance. Today, we have shown Nigerians that we have something to say with issues of national importance. Is this one of them? The answer is yes. One question you must have at the back of your mind is what motivated the legislators? What was the intention of the legislators? What was in the mind of the legislators when they included a minimum qualification in the Constitution, ab initio? What was the reason for them to say even first school leaving certificate or school cert? There must be something that motivated them to say that. And that is the fact. They would have just left it open. They would have just said, you know what, education is not needed. It's come one, come all. Honorable colleagues, you must know that we compete among Committee of Nations, not just within Nigeria. Our policies are pruned through the eyes of those who are like us outside the country. The impact, social impact analysis of what we do is also viewed by not only Nigerians, by those who are also outside Nigerians but interested in Nigeria. Not only politicians reviewed our work. There are people who are not politicians, but their job is to do critical analysis of what we do, how we do it, and how it affects the nation that we govern. Having said that, she has moved to step down this bill. But remember that any issue that has to do with constitutional amendment could come through the House and also could come in form of memoranda. You are aware that soon we are going to call for memoranda from the public. What if this issue presents itself and the public hearing want to have it debated, because all the information we have gotten while sitting here and chairing is that Nigerians want to contribute to this debate, that Nigerians want to be part of this debate. That is the intelligence I've been getting sitting here. And I want to assure you, if Nigerians want to continue with this debate, an opportunity will be given to them at the right time. But for now, this bill is stepped down with the leave of the House. Honorable colleagues, the third order of the House. There is an announcement, honorable colleagues. This is to inform honorable members of the death of Alhaji Ibrahim. This is to inform honorable members of the death of Alhaji Ibrahim Bawa Tukura, a father of Honorable Kabiru Ibrahim Tukura, a member representing Fakai, Zuru, Sakaba, Danko, Wasagu, who died on Saturday, 10th of February 2024, after a brief illness. This announcement is signed by Honorable Ahmed Jaha, announcer. I'm sure more information will be given to us with regards to this as we go on. May the Lord comfort the family in their loss. Honorable colleagues, the third important order of the day is the commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 to increase the penalty for the offense of female genital mutilation under Act and for related matters. This bill is standing in the name of Honorable Kafilat A. Obara. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 14 October. I now invite Honorable Obara to move that the bill be read the second time. Honorable Obara. Please, Chief Whip of the House, do your job. Chief Whip, do your job. The House is noisy.
Order, please. Honorable colleagues, please maintain silence.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues, I rise this afternoon for and on behalf of my constituents in Koshofe Federal Constituency. I am from Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. I rise this afternoon to lead the debate on a bill for an act to amend the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 to increase the penalty for the offense of female genital mutilation under the Act and for related matters, HB 897. I so move.
Any seconder to this beautiful bill that has to do with violence against women? Yes, let's have the leader as a woman supporting it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues. My name is Right Honorable Dr. Yeyoba Otumba Adewumi Oriyomi Ononuga. I rise to second the motion. I rise to second the bill, ably moved by Honorable Kafilat. I so second.
Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please, you may lead your debate. Make it briefly, please. Just the synopsis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues, you will recall that this bill was first presented last year on the 11th of November, to be precise, on a Tuesday. And this bill seeks to amend the Act, the VAP Act, the Violation Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015, specifically to increase the penalty for offenses of female genital mutilation in our country. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, female genital mutilation is a bad act. It is an act that affects our girls and our women. It affects them physically and psychologically. It causes a lot of complications. And from research, we already know that it does not have any medical advantage. Rather, it only complicates their lives mentally and otherwise. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, from statistics, we are aware that over 200 million women and girls have been victims of female genital mutilation. And Nigeria, as a nation, has a very high prevalence of close to 20 million girls and women. This violates their human rights and, of course, their dignity as well. I appeal to my colleagues to support this bill so that we can amend the penalty, because since the inception of the enactment of this bill, the prevalence has reduced from 25% to about 20%. And if the penalty is increased, definitely we can have a better deal. So I want to appeal to my colleagues so that we can amend the penalty. The penalty we have that is existing now is about 100,000 and 2 years. We have tried to amend, instead of 100,000 to 1 million naira, and from 2 years to 5 years. These are the basic amendments that we have made. So I urge my colleagues, in the interest of our daughters, our women, to please support this bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think this is a straightforward bill. We'll just put the question to what? Let me ask the question. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please, clerk, can you read?
Right, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members. A bill for an act to amend the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 to increase the penalty for the offense of female genital mutilation under the act and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Women Affairs. Honorable colleagues, the fourth order of the day is the commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. Honorable Kuye, please, the chair must be heard in silence, please. The fourth order of the day is the commencement of a debate on the general principles of the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal Institute of Fisheries Research, Tafawa Balewa, Bauchi State, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Jafaru Gambo Leko, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, the 12th of October 2023. I now invite Honorable Leko to move that the bill be read the second time. Honorable Leko, if you're in the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my respected honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Jafaru Leko, and I speak for and on behalf of a very good people of Bogoro, thus Tafawa Balewa.
Honorable Kuye, please approach the chair.
I rise this afternoon to lead the debate on the bill to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Act, CAP A12, LFN 2004, to provide for establishment of Federal Institute of Fisheries Research in Bununu, Tafawa Balewa local government of Bauchi State, and for related matters, HB 285. I so move, honorable colleague.
Thank you very much. Any seconder to this? Let's have Baba.
Right Honorable Speaker, my dear respected colleagues, my name is Honorable Salis Yusuf Majigiri. I represent Mashidusi Perel constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Katsina State. I rise to second the motion on the need to amend a bill for the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap 12 to establish Federal Institute of Research
fisheries research in Tafawa Balewa of Bauchi State, ably moved by Honorable Jafar Leko. I do scorn, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please, you may now lead your debate. Make it very brief. It's a straightforward bill, please.
Thank you very much. Right. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the bill is a crucial piece of legislation that holds a potential to shape the future of our nation's fisheries industry. This bill seeks to amend the third schedule of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act by inciting a new paragraph 8 to include the establishment of Federal Institute of Fisheries Research in Bununu, Tafawa Balewa local government of Bauchi State. This move could make a significant milestone in development and sustainability of Nigerian fisheries sector. It is important to note, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, that if this institution is established, it will create employment, direct and indirect, especially in the northeastern part of the country, where we are dealing with several issues of insecurity. It will also create for foreign exchange and earning.
All right, thank you. It's a straightforward bill.
Yes, sir.
You can sit down. You've done a good job on it. Those in support of this bill say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please read the long title.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap 812 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 to make provision for establishment of Federal Institute of Fisheries Research, Tafawa Balewa Bauchi State, and for related matters. Second reading.
Thank you. Bill referred to the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions. The fifth order of the day is the commencement of the debate on the general principle of the bill for an act to provide for the establishment of Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, ICOSU, Mobile, Local Government Area, Ekiti State, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Kulawole D. Akinlajo, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 31st October 2023. And I invite Honorable Akinlajo to move that the bill be read the second time. This is another straightforward bill, just giving you 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name once again is Akinlayo Kolawole Davidson, a member representing Ekiti North Federal Constituency in Ekiti State. I want to lead a debate on the need for an act to establish Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery in Ikosu, Ekiti, Mobile Local Government Area of Ekiti State. I so submit.
Thank you very much. Seconder. Yes, Honorable Chike.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. My colleagues, my name is Achike John Oka for PhD. I represent the good people of Himembano, Yitu Boma, Ubofara constituency of Imo State, and I rise to second the motion ably moved by Kolawole D. Akinlayo that this bill should be read a second time. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. You may now lead your debate. You have 1 minute. It's a straightforward bill, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. This lead debate is actually for the establishment of Federal School of Nursing in Moba, Ikosu, Ekiti. And as we know, Ekiti State, for being a fountain of knowledge and land of virtue, we have many graduates that are unemployed, and for the establishment of these schools, a lot of unemployed youth will be gainfully employed to teach in the schools and also impart knowledge to our society. And again, Ekiti State does not have any school, Federal School of Nursing and Midwifery. So for the establishment of the school will really give the state an edge to give back to society that have given so much to them in the state. So I plead with my colleagues to graciously help to approve the second reading of the bill so that the school can be cited in Ikoso Ekiti. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Any seconder to this bill? Yes, Jilo.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I remain Honorable Umar Ajilo, member representing the very good people of Makarpikudan Federal Constituency. I am from the northwestern Nigeria of Kano State. I'm here to second the motion, the bill, ably moved by my very good friend and brother. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
I'll just put a question. It's straightforward bill. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The bill is referred to the committee. Clerk, you're invited to read the long title, please.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act provide for establishment of Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, become mobile local government area, Ekiti State, and for related matters. Second reading.
Thank you very much. The bill is referred to Committee on Health Institutions. We are done with the bills and we're entering into motions. And because the motions, all of them are motion on notice, I will advise, because of the time we spend debating that piece of legislation, that all the people who are sponsoring this motion move according to the motion paper. Just go to your prayers and tell us, because it's already published and we want to be able to leave here in good time. So you move, if you stand up, you move according to the motion papers, then you highlight your prayers. I think we are in order with that. Those in support of this say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the sixth order of the day is a motion on rescission on consolidated bills, House Bills 87 and 154, standing in the name of Honorable Francis Wifer. Honorable Wifer is invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogane Wifer is my name. I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu. I'm from Delta State. Rescission on consolidated bills HB 87 and 154. The House notes that on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023, the two bills seeking to amend the Niger Delta Development Commission Act were consolidated. Aware that HB 154 seeks to include Anambra State as one of the oil producing states, whereas HB 87 seeks to amend the Niger Delta Development Commission Act to provide for an anticipated and sustainable budget process, a matter different from that of HB 154. Cognizant that although the two bills are amending the same act, they are addressing different subject matters, hence the need to rescind the decision taken on December 20th, 2023. The House resolves to rescind this decision and allow the bills to be read separately. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder to this bill? Yes. Deputy Leader.
Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, I arise to support that all those motions are rescinded as moved by the Chairman, Rules and Business. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. I just put the question. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. These bills are committed to the Committee of the Whole. Right? Okay, you want to present them separately? Okay, so it's back to you to list for listing tomorrow. That reminds me also, you have to list the one that has to do, the one who stepped down because he did not distribute the papers. Okay? The cybercrime. Let it be distributed between now and tomorrow, and I want you to list it tomorrow. And also put it under consideration of the Committee of the Whole, same tomorrow. All right? The seventh order of the day is a motion on need to investigate the regulatory implementation and compliance of the Discriminatory Against Persons with Disability Prohibition Act, standing in the name of Honorable Ibrahim Mohammed. Honorable Mohammed is invited to move the motion. If you are in the House, you just move according to the motion paper and go to your prayers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Ibrahim Mohammed. I represent the good people of Binni Kebbi Kalgo Bunza Federal Constituency. I am from Kebbi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion on the need to investigate the regulatory implementation and compliance of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018. I will go straight to the prayers of this motion as it has been on notice on the order paper, and I believe my colleagues have read the meat of this important motion. The prayers are as follows. The House resolves to urge the Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities to revive compliance activities of the Commission, look into the affected gray areas, and actively operationalize the working framework of the Act accordingly. 2. Urge the Federal Ministry of Health and Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation to provide and make available relief materials, equipment, to aid free mobility of persons with disabilities across the Federation. 3. Further urge the
Please go to your prayers, huh?
Mr. Speaker, I'm currently reading the prayers. I have 4 prayers. I'm on number 3 now. Thank you. 3. Further urge the Commission to encourage constant advocacy and outreach to enlighten legislators and other decision makers on issues affecting persons with disabilities. And 4. Mandate the Committees on Disabilities, Safety Standards, Specialty Healthcare, Human Rights and Emergency and Disaster Preparedness to ensure legislative compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Any seconder? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Aliyu Aminu Garu from Bauchi State, representing the good people of Bauchi Federal Constituency. I ask to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second, sir.
Straightforward bill. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The motion is referred to committees on disability, safety standards, specialty health care, human rights, emergency, and preparedness. Honorable colleagues, the 8th order of the day is a motion on the need for drastic action against health facilities that refuse treatment of accident or gunshot patients without police report. Standing in the name of Honorable Odianosen Henry Okoje, Honorable Okoje is invited to move the motion. I was thinking this motion has been read on this floor before.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, so move according to the motion paper and then to the prayers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Prince Henry Odianose Okoje. I represent the good people of Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. I'm from Edo State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this afternoon to move a motion, the need for drastic actions against health facilities that refuses treatment of accident of gunshot patient without police report. Mr. Speaker, I seek your leave, sir, to read just paragraph 1 and 2 of this motion.
Permission granted.
The House notes that the provision of Section 1 of the Compulsory Treatment and Care for Victims of Gunshot Act 2017 provides that every hospital is to receive and treat victims of gunshot wound with or without police clearance and or payment or any initial deposit, but are duty bound to report to the nearest police station within hours of commencement treatment on the victims. The House also notes that in Section 7 of the Act states that any authority or persons whose omission results in the unnecessary death of a gunshot victim shall be liable to imprisonment for 5 years or fine in the sum of 500,000 or both. Mr. Speaker, I will just go straight to my prayers. My prayers. Resolve. Urge the Federal Ministry of Health and its regulatory authorities to take immediate decisive action to address the issue of hospital and healthcare facilities refusing to treat accident or gunshot patients without a police report.
2, the House also urged the Federal Ministry of Health to enforce regulations prohibiting hospitals from denying or delaying emergency medical care to victims of accident or gunshot wound without a police report and impose appropriate sanctions and penalties. 3, further urge the Federal Ministry of Information through the National Orientation Agency to organize an awareness campaign to educate the public, hospitals, and healthcare professionals about the necessity of immediate medical assistance for accident and gunshot victims. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, mandate the Committee on Healthcare Services to ensure compliance and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative actions. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so move. Thank you.
Are you questioning Section 7? Of that Treatment and Care for Victims of Gunshot Act 2017? Because if you are questioning it, you have to come by way of amendment, unless you just want us to have... Because if your problem is with...
Mr. Speaker, sir, it's not questioning. It's just an emphasis, sir. Thank you, sir.
So can you elaborate more on your prayers?
My prayers is urge the Federal Ministry of Health and its regulatory authorities to take immediate and decisive action to address the issue of hospitals and healthcare facilities refusing to treat accident or gunshot victims without police report. 2, urge the Federal Ministry of Health to enforce regulatory prohibiting hospitals from denying or delaying emergency medical care to victims of accident or gunshot wound without a police report.
So the problem is that the institutions are not living in compliance with the sections of this compulsory treatment and care for victims of gunshot Act 2017.
Yes, sir.
They're not living in compliance.
Exactly.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Any seconder to this? Yes, you've been raising your hand beside your friend.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Adamu Tanko, and I represent the people of Suleja, Gurara, and Tafa Federal Constituency in Niger State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Straightforward. Those in support of this bill say aye. Motion say aye. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Health Services. Honorable colleagues, the ninth order of the day is a motion on the need to control the menace of erosion in Mashi Dusi Federal Constituency. Standing in the name of Honorable Salisu Yusuf Majigiri. Honorable Majigiri is invited to move the motion. And this is an infrastructure motion, so you just mention the title and go to the prayers, please. It's an infrastructure motion.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear respected colleagues, my name is Salisu Yusuf Majigiri. I represent Mashidu Superior Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from the home of Heritage and Hospitality, Katsina State. I rise this afternoon to move a motion on the need to control the menace of erosion in Mashidu Superior Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the House should note that the devastating erosion in Mashidu Superior Constituency in Katsina State affected farming activities and source of livelihood of the people, resulting in loss of developmental infrastructure and devastated the communities. Also note that public infrastructure like the police station...
Can you go to your prayers? We said title and prayers, please. It's a disaster motion.
Well, let me go straight to the prayer, Mr. Speaker. The House urged the Ecological Fund Office to immediately commence remediation work to address the erosion problem by building drainage in the affected areas in Mashidu Superior Constituency. Prayer number 2, is to urge the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning to release funds for the control of erosion in the Mashidu Federal constituency and mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance. I do move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Any seconder to this? Behind with the black cap.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Tese Ugbo. I represent Kwando Ushongo Federal Constituency of Benue State. I rise to second the motion moved by my colleague, I so second.
Thank you very much. I'll just put the question. It's a straightforward motion. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The motion is referred to Committee on Ecology and Legislative Compliance. The 10th order of the day is a motion on the need to deploy armed personnel carrier vehicle to Mopo 64 base, Obioha, Idiato South local government area, Idiato North, Idiato South Federal Constituency, Imo State, standing in the name of Honorable Ikagwonu O Ugochinyere. Honorable Ugochinyere is invited to move the motion. We just want you to do the title, move according to the motion paper and the prayers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. My name is Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere. I represent the good people of Idato North, Idato South Federal Constituency of Imo State. This motion is on the need to deploy armed personnel carrier vehicle to Mopo 64 base, Obiohia, Idato South local government area in Idato North and South Federal Constituency. Also aware that Idato North and South Federal Constituency has witnessed increased attack by armed bandits, unknown gunmen, and kidnappers in recent times, thus endangering the lives and properties of the residents. Saddened that the mobile police base in Obioha community in Idato South local government area lacks adequate armored personnel carrier vehicles to effectively respond to distress calls and dislodge the heavily armed criminal elements. Concerned that the armored personnel carrier vehicle deployed to the mobile police force base was taken to Owerri and yet to be returned years after, thereby hindering the police command effort in tackling the security situation in Idato North and South
The
Federal
prayers.
Constituency. That the House do resolve to urge the Inspector General of Police to immediately deploy an armored personnel carrier APC vehicle to Mopo 64 base in Obioha, Idato South local government area in Idato North and South Federal Constituency, and also to mandate the Committee on Police Affairs to ensure compliance and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this motion? The man with the bullock cap.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleague, my name is Ukodiko Jonathan Ajirogene. I rise to support the motion moved by my brother, Ikenga. I so support.
Thank you very much. Before I ask the question, any amendment to this motion? I don't think it is within our place to tell the police the kind of machine to send to any location. I don't think we should tell them whether to send armored vehicle or to send another machine. But we can amend it to...
Mr. Speaker, it's a plea.
Huh?
It's a plea, Mr. Speaker.
I didn't hear that.
I said we are pleading with the police, sir.
Yeah, you can appeal to them to use, their strategy or whatever, but to specifically mention armored car to be there. It's like entering the boundary of doctrine of separation of power. They know how to get their job done there. Especially it's a movable, it has to do with security strategy. Yeah, you want to say something, Honorable Nole? Put your microphone on, please.
Mr. Speaker, Nole Naji, Kano East West Federal Constituency, Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, I think maybe because we as a parliament and also because of the high level of insecurity in that area and the need to deploy armored personnel carrier, I think he specifically requested for armored personnel carrier because of the high level of insecurity that ordinary vehicle may not operate in that neighborhood. That is why he actually requested for this armored personnel carrier.
But it's for the security agencies to know what is most.
Yes, you know, as parliamentarians and also people that have functioned in different committees, both in the police committee, we also understand the workings in the executive and both in the military of police. So that's why I believe that he's asking for such.
Okonkwo, you want to say something on that? I just don't want the parliament to enter into the boundaries that is not for the legislature. Okonkwo, hurry up, 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Uchenna Harris Okonkwo, representing the people of Idemili North and South. I am from Anambra State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I believe that our colleague meant well by this motion, especially towing the route of the former speaker, who mentioned on the high risk of security. And I believe also that we as parliamentarians and being the closest to our communities should be able to inquire into appealing to the
Can we use the word increase security presence? I have issue with asking the security agencies specifically to use a particular equipment because they know better than us, and we oversight them, but they know better than us in terms of security. Let me hear from leader. He has been raising his hand.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If we do not ask for the type of equipment we think is necessary, they will send 1 or 2 broken down Hilux vehicles with 4 policemen there and say they have responded. I've been to Imo State. That state needs help. And the bandits and criminals that operate there are not afraid of Hilux vehicles. So let us start with this. They may decide to send a helicopter gunship or send something else, or a Scorpion attack vehicle, but let us say this is necessary. I understand where you're coming from, sir, but let us put it where we think it is necessary. This is what they are afraid of. They are not afraid of Hilux. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I like your presentation, leader. Let us hear from you. You're from that area, Honorable Chike, so that we can round up on this.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. My colleagues, my name is Achike John Okafor. I represent the group people of Ehime Mbano, Itubo Mobile Federal Constituency from Imo State. Mr. Speaker, we don't need to emphasize the fact that that part of Imo State is completely taken over by bandits. Now, to help us, in the body of the motion, it is stated here that they already had an APC carrier deployed to that the same mobile police formation that Ikenga is referring to, but that the equipment was moved back to Owerri.
That explains it.
So in specific, they had it.
Yeah, good. You can sit. You can sit.
So he's asking, let them bring it back.
Yes, I think it was because Ikenga was not given the opportunity to read the body of the motion. We would have taken that aspect. So this is just bring back what you took out. Because when you brought it, there was more peace, more security. Now that you have taken it out, the situation has gone worse. So bring it back. It will help us. And I think that is straightforward. Any seconder to this motion? Let's have Honorable Madaki. Madaki second.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Aliyu Sanuma Adaki.
I represent the Ala Federal constituency of Kano State. I stand to strongly second the motion raised by my honorable brother. I do second.
Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The motion is referred to the Committee on Police Affairs. The 11th order of the day is a motion on the call to reconstruct the Rabba-Bakura Junction Road, standing in the name of Honorable Ibrahim Mustafa Aliyu. Honorable Aliyu is invited to move the motion. It's an infrastructure motion. Be like Ikenga. Mention the title and go to the prayers.
Thank you very much, our dear Speaker, honorable colleagues.
Honorable Sada,
I am
please sit.
Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu, member representing Wurno Rabafaro constituency from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want to move that the House receive a motion for the need to reconstruct the Rabba Junction to Bakura Junction Road. This is the second time I'm bringing this motion before this honorable House. It was brought earlier in the 9th Assembly, precisely in October, and it was resolved. Follow-ups were made, and we could not see the project being carried.
Is that the title or the prayers?
Yes, the title of the
Just go to the prayers, please.
The need to reconstruct the Babukura Junction Road in Sokoto State. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Have you done the prayers? No, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr.
You've
Speaker.
mentioned the title, just go to the prayers, list the prayers so that we can vote.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I don't need to maybe go through all the notes there, but it's a very economical road because about 32 communities are connected to the road, mostly agrarian communities.
Architect,
And,
the prayers, architects.
The prayer is to urge the Federal Ministry of Works to cause emergency repairs of the road, particularly Section 3 and Section 4 from Tukuyum to Kuria Junction and Subhana Bridge near Gandhi Town, respectively, in the 2024 budget. There is a typographical error there. It's not 2025, it's 2024, Mr. Speaker. And two, to urge the Federal Ministry of Works to provide for the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the Rababa-Kura Junction Road in the 2025 budget estimate, and to mandate the committees on appropriation works and legislative compliance to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.